Thousands of people are headed to Greensboro next week. It's time for the greatest homecoming on earth at North Carolina A&T. Now, we're talking about a variety of activities for the alumni, students, and the entire Triad community. And it's all today on Triad Perspectives. Well, hello and welcome to Triad Perspectives. Doesn't that get you in the mood? I'm your host, Sandra Hughes. Never been able to move like that, though. It's an exciting time here at North Carolina A&T. For the entire week, alumni will be here to show all of the things that they did when they were Aggies, show their Aggie pride. Now some of those people are making big homecoming plans. I have some folks with me today who are on campus, and you're in charge of some of the plans. So let me introduce you to Imani Terry, who is Vice President of the External Affairs Department. There you go. And then we've got Jessica Shuki, and she is the Student University Activities Board. Nice to have you both. Good. Now, tell me what you've got going. Are you doing some of this for that?
Well, not quite. We're more so behind the scenes. So we serve both as the chairman for the homecoming committee for students. So basically, we do everything from the run of show, pick the design, selecting the homecoming artists based off the student survey, just the logistics behind everything.
Can you give away any of that information?
Oh yeah, of course. It's all available now. We can start with the comedy show. We have Will Sylvance, Country Wayne is the host, Little Duval, and Michael Blackson. And then we also have the concert. So we have.
But they're usually two concerts, right? One for alumni and one for the students.
Yes, but that's directly ran by alumni. So
yeah, we have
just
no
students.
control over that one.
Okay.
We just focus on the student one. But
Okay. So what do students seem to have the most fun doing?
I would say the concert,
And
but
pep
they
rally.
really love the pep rally. It's packed wall to wall
The
every
pep rally?
time.
Pep
Yes.
rally.
Pep rally.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's when we introduce all the sports teams, but also we play music, may or may not have an artist come to the event, so it's always exciting,
Yeah.
filled with Aggie pride.
In other words, you're in a party spirit, whether
Yes.
anybody's singing or dancing or not, right?
Right, and
So what is the hardest thing for you to put together for this?
to put together, I would say trying to make everybody happy. So it wouldn't be one particular event, but trying to accommodate everybody's interests and wants in this, eventful week. So I would say that would be the most
Yeah,
difficult thing.
that sounds like a big job
Yes,
to me.
it is.
Yeah.
It definitely
So
is.
what does the people want most out of homecoming, especially the students?
The concert is a big thing that people are looking forward to. So, and that's why we definitely do it off the survey. We don't want to just pick off of our personal interests. So we survey the student body in the earlier spring semester. And, we just take their answers and responses and try to get the best candidates for the concert. So.
Okay, that sounds like a big job, though.
right, and
Yeah.
people really just want to have, just a great time, and also for a good price. We've advocated for having lower ticket prices, more available on-campus events that are free, so that way you can enjoy it if you're not those type to go out at night.
So if students are listening to us now, well, how do they find out where everything is and what time and how much?
You can they definitely can check out our Instagram pages, whether it be with SGA or SUAB. We update our Instagram pages frequently with things that are coming. That's where we release some of the artists and things like that. So definitely social media is a great place to look.
And also on the university's website, www.ncat.edu/homecoming, it has the list of events, the ticket prices, and the times as well.
Okay, so in other words, you can't miss it.
You can't
cannot
miss it.
miss it.
And we will be putting up signage too.
Now, last year was a pretty big. Were you two still in school?
Yes.
Yes.
Then it was a pretty big year.
Right.
So what about this year? What are you expecting?
Of course, yes, it was a big year, especially since we were celebrating our 125th anniversary. This year, I think it's kind of thriving off of that, trying to keep the momentum going. We know what to expect. For me, I've been in this position before, so it's kind of trying to do better than the year before. Making sure that we are still safe as students. That was a big concern last homecoming, and so we're trying to improve on that to make sure that they are safe, but they're still having fun.
It's called the greatest homecoming on earth, and I can't say that just greatest homecoming on earth. Why? I mean, what makes it the greatest homecoming on earth?
I would say it might sound cliche, but Aggie Pride is what keeps it going. Everybody is family in that week. We're all happy to support our sports team. We're all happy to support us who have worked so hard to planning it, and just having alumni come back and enjoy and reminisce on how their time was here at A&T. So Aggie Pride is like the core of why everyone has such a great time here.
And what's now here Aggies do? What does that mean?
I want to say that is a new marketing strategy for the university, basically saying that essentially Aggies can do everything, which keeps us maintaining as the #1 public historically black college and university. So we do everything from research. We excel in athletics. We excel in academics. So I believe there's nothing that an Aggie cannot do.
That's great. I love hearing that. So that doesn't take over Aggie Pride, though,
Oh,
does
Of
it?
course not. I think they're, I like to say that Aggies do kind of gives A&T a way to be a little braggadocious, where Aggie Pride tells you about the history and the love we have for our university.
Okay, all right. So it's still Aggie Pride.
Yeah.
Yes, Aggie Pride is not
All
done.
right. So what's the first thing on the calendar?
So we will kick it off with coronation this Sunday, representing our Mr. and Miss North Carolina A&T, as well as their royal court. And also the clubs and kings and queens will be participating in it as well. And so it's a very big thing. There will be a reception in Corbett Sports Center this weekend.
So is that just for students?
No, it's
No,
open to
everyone.
anybody. It's free admission, and you can come in, have a nice show, speak kind regards, and also just have a good way to celebrate the year and crown our king and queen.
And see, and we want our viewers in the community who are not
Yes.
on campus here to know that they can come too, right?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, anybody can come
everybody.
over. So what time and where again?
That will be in Corbett Sports Center at 5 o'clock.
On Sunday.
Yes.
On Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yes.
Okay.
Celebrate the
Sounds
whole
like-
week.
Sounds like you got a lot of
From
plans.
Sunday to Sunday.
And I like the way you're both smiling because I know you're working hard.
Yes,
You probably
of
are
course.
exhausted.
But we're happy to work hard because we love A&T. So
Good. Well, don't
it's a
we
good
all?
thing.
Thank you both for joining us.
Thank
and
you for
have
having
a
us.
great homecoming. Okay.
You too. Thank you.
We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, meet some alumni who never miss a beat this time of the year at A&T. And as we leave, enjoy some homecoming spirit.
This is the North Carolina A&T State University Historical Minute. I'm Marilyn Parker. The Dudley Memorial Building houses more stone applications than any other building on A&T's campus. A sweep of 15 stones guide visitors to the main entrance. Built in 1893, the original facility contained a library, an auditorium, and administrative offices. In 1930, a fire led to a reconstruction, and the facility was renamed after A&T's second president, James B. Dudley. Today, the building is home to the Maddie Reed African Heritage and H.C. Taylor Art Galleries, music classrooms, and laboratories. The Dudley Memorial Building is located on the east side of campus, directly behind the statue of the A&T 4 and right across from Dudley Road.
Wonderful, wonderful. That was Noah Daniels Wilder. He's with Kappa Alpha Psi, and thank you for that. You know, my father was an Aggie, and he taught us to never, ever, ever ignore Aggie homecoming. And there are thousands and thousands of graduates like him who wouldn't miss this week either. And I'm glad to introduce some ladies who are going to be busy putting it all together. With me now is Teresa Davis, who is head of the Alumni Relations. And it's good to see you,
Good
buddy.
to see you.
She and I worked together for a
Yes.
while. And then next is Kimberly Bullock Gatlin. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm skipping. Helen Duncan, who is with the National Alumni Board. Helen, good to see you. You've been around a long time too, haven't you? And then Kimberly Bullock Gatlin, who is an alum. And you're too young to be around a very long time.
Long enough.
Long enough, that's right. One of the things that's so fabulous about the greatest homecoming on earth is that the alumni never ever let it go. They show up, right?
Oh, we show up and we show out, and that's the main thing. But you know, it's and that's part of the excitement about, and it's part of the spirit that we love to display. Any opportunity is a wonderful time to display Aggie pride. But homecoming, it just seems to be, is that culminating event during the year where you come home and you have the tailgating extravaganzas and the house parties, and everyone's taking the week off from work, the week of homecoming, and chilling out Walmart, Harris Teeter, Food Lion, stocking up on the hot sauce and the chicken and the charcoal and whatever.
Oh, you're making me
else.
hungry.
Yeah, me too. So, you know, but it's just that spirit that is captured in celebrating the greatest homecoming on earth. And by the way, this year is our 90th homecoming celebration.
Wow, how did it get that name, Greatest Homecoming on Earth?
So I think that was related to one of my predecessors kind of coined that phrase, the greatest homecoming on earth, but it's just stating fact. So, you know, now it has, you know, is stuck with our event, and that's what people know it as. It is the greatest homecoming on earth.
Well, I think so, and my daddy told me I better think so. So what are you looking forward to for homecoming?
Okay. Well, it's been about 40 years for me now. Since I am involved with the association and the association planning, we just want everything to go smoothly. We have, you know, expanded what we did from 35 years ago. Now we have a huge vending area that we have to man. We do an information desk because all our alums come straight to the information desk. What's going on? Where is this? Where is that? In addition to, you know, the party side, you know, the suites for the alums, the chapters and everything, and on Friday night, of course, our sold-out concert.
Oh, I know it is. And what do you like most about homecoming?
For me, it's just all about reuniting with family and friends. Everyone who has set foot on this campus and gone to even one class as a student at A&T knows that this place feels like home, and that friends that you make here are lifetime friends, and they really do feel like family. So
And aren't there people in the community who never set foot on campus claim to be Aggies?
we have a lot of honorary Aggies.
Yes.
We'll take all of them if
Yeah,
they
we
want to
will.
come support our university.
And that's one of the things we wanted to do, is invite the community to come out to
Yes.
some of the activities.
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, of course, we have, of course, the Aggie Fan Fest at Memorial Stadium, and with the vendors and some of the musical acts and whatnot. And we do that in partnership with the city of Greensboro. That's another great thing about homecoming, is the collaboration between the alumni and the students and the administration and the community to roll out the red carpet for our alums. So we have things like the Aggie Fun Fest. We also, as Helen mentioned, the vending expo at the Sheraton, that's sponsored by the National Alumni Association. And then, of course, one of the big milestone events, of course, is the parade, which happens on Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, which begins on Morrow Boulevard. And that is a great way where you see all the high school bands and the kids.
Oh, I
and
know.
everyone.
Don't miss the parade.
Don't miss the parade.
That's what gets it all started.
And kicked off by the chancellor, and our grand marshal this year is Mr. Willie Deese, class of 77,
Okay,
who's the
good.
benefactor for our new clock tower.
Oh, good for him.
And as well as our National Alumni Association board chair. So they will be leading off the annual parade this year.
So we bring in a lot of money to the city, don't we?
I
Ellen?
think so.
Yeah. I mean, do you have any figures or numbers? I know it's in the millions.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, in the millions. And at one point during the economic impact, and this was several years ago, A&T was in the top 3 in terms of economic impacts in the Triad.
Oh, my.
So, yes, we do bring a lot of money, a lot of businesses, and hotels and restaurants. Everyone benefits from homecoming.
So how many people? Have any idea? How many people come gather, whether they're from out of town or right here in town?
I don't know exactly what the statistics are in terms of the number of people, but I can tell you that if you walk through campus, it is jam-packed with people, and not just campus, but the surrounding neighborhoods
Yes.
Right,
as well.
right.
And as Teresa said, you go into the restaurants and they're all sold out. So
Yeah. So you talk.
And that's a good thing, because we want to make sure the community feels included in what we're doing, right?
Right. Exactly. So, because A&T is such a strong part of this community. I remember when my family lived here in the early 70s, and as you said, you don't miss a
Oh,
homecoming.
no. My
and
dad said,
everyone
turn the
touches
light
it.
on and don't turn it off.
Okay, there you go. And every A&T touches every part of the city. So it's a wonderful community event, as well as a great activity for all alums.
So if someone in the community wants to make sure they come, if they only can come to one thing, what would you recommend?
Oh, I
Well,
would say the parade.
yeah.
Start out with the parade, because it starts from Merle Boulevard, and I participated a couple of years ago, and I mean people are lined up from Merle Boulevard all the way to the stadium.
That's great.
yeah.
That is great. And children have all those things that they can do, right?
that's all right. I bring my children. They enjoy all of the activities at the Fan Fest and enjoy the tailgate.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I don't want my daddy to come back and get after me. Don't ever let a homecoming go by without
exactly
you
right.
being there.
That's
Okay.
exactly right.
All right. Are you feeling the spirit yet? Come on. We've got more after this. And right now, take a look at what might give you a little more spirit.
I say dog team. I say dog team. S-O-O team. I say let me see you cue it up. It goes the dog. Look it up. It goes the dog.
I'm Gabrielle Cook, and this is the A&T Historical Minute. Harrison Auditorium is the largest theater on A&T's campus and sets the stage for a variety of productions.
Built in 1939, Harrison Auditorium is named after former drama department chair Richard Berry Harrison. After spending 8 years at A&T, Harrison was called to Broadway to star in the role of DeLaude in the production of Green Pastures. In 2005, Harrison went through a $4 million renovation, which added 5 bathrooms, expanded the stage, and improved the seating capacity to 963. Harrison Auditorium is home to the nationally ranked A&T theater company, the Richard B. Harrison Players. Its stage is used throughout the year for events such as Aggies and Poets and many other student and local productions.
They are fabulous, aren't they? I tell you, I wish I could move like that. Welcome back to Triad Perspectives. One group that surely makes the week special are the students, and as you can see from our cheerleaders. So let's hear some more from some people who are very into the greatest homecoming on earth, that celebration. With me now is Noah Daniels Wilder, who is with Kappa Alpha Psi. Then we have Quentin Rice, who is with Omega Psi Phi, and also Kevin Littlejohn with Kappa Alpha Psi. So Greeks obviously have a lot to do with homecoming, right?
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
one of the main things, Daniel? Noah.
I know like Saturday, a lot of people come, and Friday, people come to the Plaza, and it's everybody out there just walking, talking, and people from all over. I know some people from even Hampton, they're coming down too. So it's a lot of people everywhere, even people from Ohio coming down.
Now you guys obviously get along, even though you're in different fraternities, right? Okay. What is your favorite thing about the fraternity you're in?
My favorite thing about the fraternity I'm in is the ability to affect the community in such a great way, but also be able to have a great influence on the campus that we have here at A&T. So I feel like we have the best of both worlds, just being able to promote scholarship, manhood, perseverance, and uplift, and then being able to have a great time and then really just enjoy being the Omega man.
So what made you want to be in a fraternity?
Initially, I wanted to join Kappa outside because of my father and his influence on my life when he was Kappa coming through A&T as well. And then just seeing the brothers on campus, seeing the way they were able to bond with one another in fellowship, and then also going along with the mantra of achievement on every field of human endeavor. That was something that really struck home with me, and so I saw myself being able to further my goals by joining Kappa Alpha Psi and connecting with other men that were trying to do the same things I was doing.
Well, you know, we can hear plenty of bad things that happens in fraternities, but you tell us something that you're very proud of.
I'm very proud of the community service that we've done. Like, I know for my personal chapter, we raise money and we put $500 in the community and in like churches, stuff like that, and we don't even tell them it's by us.
Oh.
We just drop it in there and sit there in service and then leave after that. So, you know, they look at it, oh, we just got $500. So like we give back to the community a lot.
That's fabulous. Any activity in particular that you like?
Well, I know particularly one thing that I like is that we go to an elementary school every week. We mentor kids. So we have a program called Attack on Illiteracy. So we really just go to the elementary schools and try to work with kids on reading and getting their reading skills up. So that's one thing that I really enjoy.
It sounds like fun. I mean, is your fraternity doing the same thing?
I mean, we do those things as well. I would say in this season, I'm most proud of probably our impact on the voting, registering voting, things that just, especially dealing with the issues that are going on. And I don't know, Justice Carell was actually a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, so just being a part of just trying to combat forces against evil and things of that nature, and just trying to get people aware of issues, I'm most proud of at this moment in our fraternity.
Yeah, well, my dad and my brother were Kappas. So in other words, you guys aren't enemies. You work together. You work together. Where did that stepping come from? That's some tough stuff.
It didn't come from me.
Well, I know with us, it's something kind of new within the fraternity. It hasn't always been in place, but it's definitely something that brings us all together and just excites us. Something that we have a lot of fun doing, something that we all enjoy doing. So
do you all do the same step show?
No.
You said, oh no. What does that mean when you say, oh no?
I know each fraternity has their unique thing or step that they do. And there is a thing called a unity step, but we don't do the same exact movements or gestures and things like that.
Don't you have competitions?
Yes. So this Friday, homecoming step show, actually, we're going to be in the step show. So I happen to be the high master this year, so got to
What's the high master? Meaning you're the best?
I mean, I like to so, you know, but I put together the show, so we're looking forward to the show, trying to bring home that trophy, so.
Is he going to get the trophy?
No, ma'am. My friends from Hampton, they're going to take the trophy.
Oh, listen to that. What do you think?
I'm biased as well. I do believe that we're going to win this year. I don't see a fraternity being able to outdo what we have planned, so we'll just see how it plays out.
Well, I'll tell you, I pledged Delta in the graduate chapter, so that means we were older women, and we had to do our stepping out on Market Street. And I thought I was going to die. Cars were blowing the horns.
It's probably because y'all look so good.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what it was. Well, I want you to all to make sure you invite everyone from the community and your fraternities, anybody. We want this to continue to be the greatest homecoming on earth. Is there any way you can do that?
Well, definitely by coming to the step show. It's going to be a really big event. There are a lot of fraternities and sororities that are going to be involved in it. So if everyone could come out, it's going to be at the Greensboro Coliseum the Friday of homecoming. So just come out, and it'll be a great time.
Friday, what time on Friday?
I believe it starts at 6 o'clock. I'm not
That's the
completely
28th?
sure, but yes.
Okay, all right. So children, is this a children-friendly show?
This is definitely for everyone.
Okay, all right.
We're going to make it a good time for everybody.
Oh, that sounds great. So what about some of us who didn't step very well when it was her turn? How can I say? Noah, can you help me out?
You know, I know some of my brothers, they just stand in the back and they...
I don't want to stand in the back.
Well, you can stand to the side and right.
We'll be your inspiration.
He is basically telling me I'm not going to. That's exactly what he's saying. That's okay. I enjoy, Steve, watching you all do step shows. It's always very, very exciting. So I'm glad you're going to do that. Do you have anything coming up in the future that I haven't asked you that you'd like to tell?
Well, our Founders Day is November 17th, so we'll have some programs coming around that time. So,
all right.
that's going to be a great time for us.
That's great. Well, I enjoyed talking to you guys. I look forward to seeing you stepping for the greatest homecoming on earth. That's it for our show today. So are you ready now for the greatest homecoming on earth? I hope so. It's that time. Thank you for joining us. Now, you can watch us every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on Time Warner Cable, Channel 69. Also, be sure to connect with us on social media. You can like us on Facebook at Triad Perspectives. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Triad Perspectives, and also follow us on Snapchat at Perspectives. Now, you can find all of our shows on our YouTube channel by searching NC Aggie TV, and we'd love to hear from you. What do you like? What don't you like? What would you like to see on this show? We are open, and we're happy to have your suggestions and your views about what you're seeing. I hope you have a great, great weekend. Don't forget, next week is the greatest homecoming on earth. I'm your host, Sandra Hughes. Have a good night.